Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us. I am Rebecca Bandy, and I am the director of the Henry Latimer Center for Professionalism here at the Florida Bar. And this is...
I am Katie Young, the assistant director here at the Center for Professionalism at the Florida Bar.
We are super excited to be here, and we want to tell you a little bit about the history of the Henry Latimer Center for Professionalism. The Henry Latimer Center for Professionalism was started in 1995 by order of the Florida Supreme Court, and it was later named for the Honorable Henry Latimer, who was one of the most well-loved, well-liked, prestigious judges in the state of Florida. He was also one of the first African-American judges in the state of Florida, so we're very proud of that legacy. Unfortunately, Judge Latimer passed away before his time in a car accident. However, we are very conscious of who he was as a man. One of our past bar presidents, Michael Heiger, referred to him as a giant of a man named Lack, because they were close friends, and he was Mr. Heiger's mentor. So we keep that in the back of our minds as we do our work, and our work involves promoting professionalism, which includes civility. We have 4 C's of professionalism by definition in Florida, and that is character, competence, commitment to the profession, and civility. And we are charged with promoting those things throughout the state of Florida. And we do that through in-person presentations when we are not in a global pandemic. So we travel quite a bit to local bar associations and our 13 law schools now, with JU starting a law school. And so we visit with students all the way up to judges to promote professionalism across the state. And then when the pandemic hit, we quickly went virtual. And so now we operate on a hybrid model where we're able to do both. And we've learned really quickly the value of the virtual world. And so a vast number of our CLEs are virtual, and they're free and on demand on our website. So if you need CLE credit and you need specifically that one professionalism CLE credit that is due every 3-year cycle, then come to our website. It's on the bar website. It's www.floridabar.org/PROF. And we've got tons of CLEs, including our newest series, which is called Your Honor. And it looks at professionalism from the perspective of the bench, and it's outstanding. And in fact, Gary Lesser, our president, who just spoke, is going to be our next guest in that series. So we're excited about filming him on Monday. We also have a podcast, which I'm going to let Katie talk about.
Sure. Yeah. So in 2020, March of 2020, when we were all sent home because of the pandemic, we really had to sit down and think about how are we going to reach our members now in promoting professionalism, since so much of what we did was in person, traveling around the state and creating programming and CLEs that we did in person. So we decided the best way to do this, free of cost too, would be to create a podcast. So we had our wonderful law clerk at the time, Tabitha, do some research for us. And this really stemmed from a survey that was done by, I believe it was a law review that said that it was called Justice Interrupted, where it determined that female justices were disproportionately interrupted by their male counterparts. So Tabitha dug a little deeper. She found a Supreme Court case that involved a woman named Myra Bradwell. And in 1872, she had passed the bar exam, but was still not allowed to practice law. And in that Supreme Court decision, it was stated that it was never contemplated for women to practice law. So that is where we got our name for the podcast, Never Contemplated. And this podcast is hosted by a local judge here in Tallahassee, Judge Heddle Desai, who is wonderful. She gives her time to come here to the studio to record, and she has recorded with various judges across the state because we have the ability to do it remotely. They don't have to come to the bar. And during these 30-minute to an hour-long podcast, she examines gender bias in the judiciary, as well as professionalism and civility. So this has been a great podcast. They're all available free of charge on our website and on all podcast platforms. So they've really been a success. We have almost over 8,000 downloads so far.
Yeah, we do. So the latest data shows that we have over 8,000 downloads, going on 9,000 downloads, and we've only done 2 seasons.
Getting ready to start our third season.
On Monday. So we are going to start season 3 with a longer CLE. We're going to probably break it up into 2 episodes featuring administrative judges in town, including Judge Van Wyck, who is on our call today. I saw her just a few minutes ago. So we're excited about that. And each one of those episodes is worth free CLE credit. And I have to tell you, even my kids listen to Never Contemplated. It is very friendly to people who are not lawyers. So if you have staff members, or if you even have your kids, or you have it on in the car, it's not full of legalese. It's just motivational. It's professionalism driven, but it will have you just feeling really great about our profession. And you'll learn so much from each one of these amazing women. So make sure that you look at Never Contemplated. The link is also on our website with the other CLEs that I've mentioned as well.
And I will add too that this season we are also expanding beyond judges to include female attorneys as well. So if anyone is interested, feel free to contact our office too if you know someone who would like to be on the podcast.
Yes, so take a look at that. So in addition to CLE production, we provide resources like our Professionalism Handbook, which is an amazing resource because it has all the rules pertinent to professionalism, as well as all professionalism documents that are used in our discipline process, because one of our main charges here is to teach a diversion class to attorneys who've been in trouble with the bar. And it's a good review of professionalism. And it's really, really great. It's a great kind of refresh for people who may need a little inspiration and a little help getting back on track. We also work with the YLD closely, and we host part of the Practicing with Professionalism CLE that new law students coming out of law school and new to the bar membership have to take. So we start there. So we go all the way from law students all the way to judges in where we're directing our content and what we try to produce. We also man 2 bar committees. So I focus on the Standing Committee on Professionalism, which is full of amazing people, bar leaders that I am super, super grateful and proud to work with. And we use that committee to promote things like mentoring. We do a lot with mentoring, and I know that is something Gary Lesser is passionate about. So currently we're in the process of producing a third CLE in our series called Mentoring Matters. We're also working to upgrade our mentoring toolbox that will be available on our website. And we are also getting ready to go up to Chicago to the National Legal Mentoring Consortium, where we will learn how to better serve all of our bar members and law schools. Katie also focuses on mentoring in her committee as well.
And I staff the Student Education and Admission to the Bar Committee. So this committee not only has lawyers and judges on it, but it includes also law school faculty and deans as well. So this committee is a little different in that we work a lot with the law schools and law students in trying to create programming that ensures that they are going to be as prepared as they can be for the bar exam. So we also have the executive director of the Florida Board of Bar Examiners serves on that committee with us as well.
So that's what we do. We have our committees. Katie's also staffing Gary Lesser's special committee on mentoring right now. And we work with all these wonderful people that we love and get to know. And we promote all of the 4 C's of professionalism, and we're happy to do it. We're happy to serve in any way possible. So we focus on that CLE production. We're working with Arnell Willis. Sorry, Arnell, it's Friday morning. She is on our call today too, and she's amazing. She is 2 doors down from us, and she leads the Leadership Academy, and we're hoping to support her in the Leadership Academy this year. So we love our collaboration. We love to collaborate with others, and we love to do things in a virtual world or in person. So if you have a need, or if your organization has a need, or your section has a need, reach out to us. Some of our CLE topics include communicating with difficult people, all things professionalism based. So communicating with difficult people, communication skills, personality development. Katie is actually a certified DISC trainer. We do a lot with emotional intelligence. We do a lot with wellness, mental health and wellness. We work a lot with Legal Fuel to promote all things mental health and wellness from a professionalism standpoint. All good stuff that we do. We can cater our CLE, even if it's just a basic refresher, professionalism 101, if you will. We can cater all of our CLEs to what your organization or section or law school needs. So you just let us know, and we're happy to work with you any way you need us to.
Absolutely. And we really try to be innovative with our programming and our CLEs. So if you ever have any ideas or anything, we welcome those as well. Yeah. Happy to serve.
Thank you. Happy to take questions. Any questions from anyone?
Any questions?
I would like to also throw in real quick that we are very active on Twitter. So you can find us on Twitter, Henry Latimer Center for Professionalism. We also have a Facebook page, so you can find us there as well. Again, the link to our, I believe somebody posted in the comments, is floridabar.org/PROF. But feel free to email us at rbandy@floridabar.org, or C for Catherine, cyoung@floridabar.org, and we will help you out in any way that we possibly can.
But please check out our website, because there are so many free professionalism CLEs on there that you can easily get that 1 hour of professionalism credit that you need.
I did have one question.
Sure.
And I just wanted to say that you guys do a great job. And but I wanted to ask about the nexus between professionalism and pro bono work, because part of the professionalism expectations is to serve the public good, regardless of the popularity of the cause or access to funds and the access to justice part of professionalism.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one thing we definitely hit on in our PPEP class, which is our diversion class, but we also talk about it with our young lawyers in our Practicing with Professionalism course, and just in general. And we encourage lawyers to go out and get involved and to do pro bono. I think that is huge. One of the issues that we deal with in our profession, of course, is we have low levels of I want to get the word right this morning. We don't have a lot of support from the public. The public doesn't deem our profession as one that is honest and good.
Poor public perception.
Yes, public perception is really low. Every year there is a survey done that ranks professions by honesty and integrity, and we're at the very bottom of that list. I think congressmen are beneath us, and other maybe car salesmen, and there's nothing wrong with car salesmen. So, not throwing any shade there, but we're at that bottom of that list because of a poor public perception. There's that old joke, no one likes lawyers until they need one. And then, of course, we're their heroes. And so we always encourage people to get out, do pro bono. We encourage our attorneys to get involved in the community on any level possible, because we believe that by doing so, it allows them to network, but it also encourages the public to see us for the good things we do, and to have faith and trust in our judicial system again.
And I know us as a center too try to participate and get out in the community as well. We are always active in any pro bono fairs that are going on. So we really try to be involved in that.
We do. And we take law clerks from Florida State just about every semester, and they come in, and we encourage the same thing with them to get involved with Legal Services in North Florida, with Legal Aid Foundation. We always take part in Florida State's pro bono fair every time that they host it. So definitely a great question. And I think it is super important, especially with that access to justice issue. Questions? We love questions.
Are you, to the extent that you have so much expertise with the professionalism CLEs from different levels, from entering level through 8 stages of possible discipline, are you able to, can you work with the sections, like maybe to do a CLE for when they have their seminars?
Oh, we do all the time. Yeah, we do regularly. And so we are happy to do that. All we need is for you guys to reach out to us and tell us exactly what you're looking for, because we really cater our content to what you need. And we're very conscientious about that. But absolutely, we work especially frequently with the solo and small firm section for whatever reason. We have good connections there. Jacina Haston, who is the former director of the Center for Professionalism, is the current chair of that committee. And so we have, close contacts with them. So they reach out to us quite a bit. And we do a lot of stuff with their section, but we're happy to work with any section whatsoever. And we've alluded several times to that professionalism CLE credit. For those of you who don't realize it, I think it was prior to 2018, professionalism was lumped into a group of topics that you could choose from as an option for a CLE credit. Now it's required. So not a lot of attorneys realize that they have to have one professionalism specific CLE every cycle. And so we try to make that as easy as possible for everyone to get, but also make it material that is timely, that is innovative, that is, talking about the trends in the law. We try really hard to stay on top of what's going on, what's real life. We have to shift really fast when everything went virtual and now hybrid. So we work really hard. I think, excuse me, we learn a lot from our law clerks in that respect. They really kind of bring an energy to us. And I think we learn as much from them as they do because they're on top of the latest trends. But that access to justice issue and the pro bono involvement, those are things that are super important. And we make sure to hit on those in those credits. And we're happy to do that in any type of presentation we do to the sections.
Yeah, wonderful. Because that's something that would help, that all the sections could use additional focus on. So we encourage the section leaders to reach out and maybe just include that as one small aspect of the many other programs that they have.
Absolutely.
And sure, I bet if I could add one thing, and then I think I'm going to have to pop off. I had to stay on for Rebecca and Katie because they do such a great job. But it's a great example of a resource that is available right now for you to use. Sometimes some people in section leadership are very focused on section world and don't necessarily see, wow, these are Florida bar resources that can actually help the sections. They can give you materials, they can help customize seminars. And this circles back on the communication piece. Rebecca had mentioned the solo and small firm section, and there's tremendous engagement. So much so that section won the Professionalism Award for their efforts in helping their section members. And then that actually got communicated to Florida Bar News and social media. And it was just a great circular process that helped everything, helping the sections, helping get the word about professionalism. So please do follow up, section leaders, and I think it'll be very beneficial.
Gary, thank you so much for mentioning our awards. So we do offer 3 awards, and that's thank you so much for mentioning Solo and Small Firm as our winner of the group award. So we do give out 3 prestigious awards. SCOP, our Standing Committee on Professionalism, hosts those awards and come up with they vote on the winners every year. And we have the Hoovler Award for a judge every year. We have the group award and then a law school professionalism award. And we learn a lot from the award winners and the programs that they're doing. And they are promoting professionalism. So we promote them. And you're right, the communications component is so essential to that. But we want to do that with every section, not just solo and small firms. So we're always happy to help.